I guess let's get on to it. So if we are looking at today's set, which is this little beauty, Lego Marvel set. It's number 76288, Iron Man and Iron Legion versus Hydra Soldier. This came out in summer 2024. I got it a little while back, so it's a little damaged now. But I've been waiting for a good reason to do it on stream, I would say. So I've been looking for a good reason, and I think it's a good enough one to relaunch myself and get back into the old spirit of the community. So hello everybody, and sorry I've been away for so long. But yeah, let's get on to it. So we've got wonderful some instructions and loosen it too. It's too big to fit in the bag apparently. Bag number one, all the bits. Number two, all the bits. So I think what I need to do is actually try and invite some people to the stream, because I don't think I put the link in my other. I think I put it on the wrong Instagram. I set up a stream a minute ago and it went completely boobs up, and all of the information that I put into it, like painstakingly writing it out, so it was all nice and neat, and I ended up messing it up completely. So yeah, I've just posted the new link on the Instagram post that says about going live and relaunching. So if you are able to join me, if you just click the link in my Instagram homepage, then that should hopefully give you access to be able to see the stream. I've just got a couple of other messages to send out in terms of like sending them stream link, or it seems like I'm talking to myself for the rest of the stream, whole of the stream. So let me find my other phone so that I can send this to my friend, so he will be on the other end of it. But it'll be going up to my YouTube at some point. So if you miss it, you're more than welcome to jump back on and yeah, catch up with it whenever you can. So yes, hello everybody, and sorry I've been gone so long. It's been a while. So anyway, I'm gonna get into the build. See how I'm doing. Instructions. Box. Do that. If I do this and then that. Oh yes. No. I've got one of these handy Lego racks. It's 4 shelves. Each one of them got one of these trays. They're quite hard to get hold of these days, but if you can find them, definitely recommend it. Especially for stuff like this when you're using lots of packets or opening lots of bits, lots of different sets. The easiest thing that I can do is just like sort it into colours, sort into shapes. Generally the ones that have got more of the colour, I'll put in a bigger part. It doesn't seem like it's got that many parts, so it's the parts are a lot smaller than I imagined, and they just go into a separate one. Usually put minifigures and stuff into another one on their own, and then just basically divide it up by colours, have a special element here, and then I'll just assign the rest of them colours and build within them, I guess. So this so far is where we're at. In there, there's been the white piece and the black one so far. There's an Iron Man, and he's out. There's a helmet of someone. And the clear parts can go up in there. Dark grey is in there. Dark tan. I think that's all of it. Going batty. There's a bunch more. I did think there was a little bit small when I was sorting that out then. I thought to myself, hang on a second, isn't there supposed to be more parts there? I was like, oh well, I'm sure that if there's parts there, they would have put them in the bag. But then with Lego, you can never tell these days. The amount of parts that have been missing from sets when I've opened them. My friend had 13 missing from the Parisian restaurant, or or the Ghostbusters firehouse. It was one or the other. 13 pieces missing is absolutely horrendous. So the quality control needs to definitely step up with Lego. It seems like it has in recent years. But here we go. Here's my sorted tray. So I've got the white, dark tan, dark grey, minifigures, dark metal gun grey, and dark silverish grey. And then we've got the clear parts in there, which is translucent light blue, and some little leaf parts, nice new leaf bits that they gave us. Really cool. And then you've got your black turntable, one light grey snot brick, strangely, and that's the first bag, unless the 2x16 plate doesn't go with it. So first of all, it tells me to build Iron Man. So I think the way that I'm sat here, it's only going to be more difficult for me to actually build. I've actually restricted myself stupidly. Yeah. So if I can get that lined up a little bit better. Oh, wrong way. Oh, wrong way. Oh, it's gone all the wrong ways. Yeah, using a gimbal is awesome. They're cool. However, the anti-motion of up down of the, what do you call it? The little joystick, I guess. The little up down joystick is a bit of a pain sometimes. So I'm gonna try and do it this way. And you won't see the pieces anymore, but you'll just see me building in front of the camera if that's okay. So we've got, first step is an Iron Man. We've got a torso, some legs. So this is from the first Avengers film, which is like Age of Ultron. No, it's Avengers. Yeah, I'm sure it's Age of Ultron. And then we have an Iron Man together. Hello, Tony. Tony Stark is in the building. Well, almost. If I can't get his helmet on, then he ain't going nowhere. Next. And also, you've got a little fiery part, some little fire parts, and a repulsor stud. Next is the Hydra Soldier, which has got one head, torso, some nice plain legs, and a nice little white hockey hat. Guy's pretty useless, to be honest. If he had two faces, he's slightly more useful. No, he's just got like a band on the back of his head, which is a bit random. Ricky83, I'm trying to remember, was the Peruvian. I can't remember, mate. I actually really can't. The Peruvian restaurant or Ghostbusters Firehouse, it was one or the other, but I can't remember from just chasing Lego up for that was a bit of a pain, and it got me in trouble and banned from actually making orders to my address because they thought I was scamming them for Lego, when no, actually, if they just put the things in the box in the first place, it wouldn't be a problem. But as being my friend for many years, my pet peeve about that one. So I'm hoping somebody else has managed to jump on the link from my Instagram post, but it was pretty late in the day that I decided to do this. I had been planning one for a couple of weeks now, and I just haven't managed to pull my finger out and get on with it. So I do apologize, but I'm doing it now. So that's the main thing. I'm back. Next part we got is here. So actually, I think that's a better way of me laying that out, so you can see my instructions, and then at least if I've got build in my hands, I can move it away. But I'm so far away from the actual board right now. It's like I'm halfway across the room, and the board is there, and I'm nowhere near it. Next step with this one, I'm going to attach a 12 to it too. And then what else we got? This is where we're at so far. It shouldn't take too long, but this is just a test really to see how into this I'm going to be, and how much energy and how much motivation I've got, and like when I get bored and need to like press the exit button to go and do adult things like fill my lungs with smoke rather than just my vape. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm trying to get the hang of it again. It may take me a while, and you may not get another stream from me for another year, but I'm really hoping that I will get these sets from this wave out, and then hopefully move on to the Avengers Tower, which there is a story behind, and it's a pretty wonderful story. It's quite nice, and it was as in I couldn't I didn't ever think that that was going to happen in the way in which I obtained it. However, it was very, very welcome, very welcome indeed. So when I got given the information, basically, I'm diagnosed with quite a rare condition, and that rare condition has some perks sometimes. One of those perks was I was asked if there was anything I would like to do in terms of like a make a wish foundation type deal. Because the hospital that I'm seen at, the specialist one, the Royal Barts in London, they look after me. So I've been with them for now maybe 12 years, and since I lost my sight, and then one of them asked me, one of the care workers, well, not care workers, but she is the support staff that comes there and makes sure that everyone's okay. And she's a paid volunteer. Well, she was a volunteer at first and then became paid. But she's amazing. Her name is Jean, and she's wonderful. And she asked me, "Would you have any need, or is there anything you could think of you'd like to do in terms of like something you wouldn't usually be able to access, or something that could be, you know, a nice little perk up for you in terms of anything that they could offer within the Make a Wish setup that they've got?" And one of the things was you can choose an activity and they'll pay for the activity or a day out or something like that, or they'll give you like a treat box and send some stuff to your house. Or there was another option, but I had three options in my head to pick from, and the first one was, oh, is Leona Lewis performing anywhere? Because I'm obsessed with her. I absolutely love the woman to God's graces. And I figured out that, damn, it's not Christmas yet, so she's not doing the old One More Sleep circuit. So I thought to myself, what would the next thing be? I was like, oh, okay, a trip over to like somewhere actually like Denmark, and to go to the Lego house, spend the weekend over there, and just explore, link, make new contacts, make some new friends, maybe, whilst on the trip. And apparently, they do foreign trips or off-country trips. However, they weren't doing that at the time that I applied, so I wasn't actually able to go out of the country, which was a bit sad. But oh well, these things happen. But on the plus side, I then thought of my third option, and it was like a day out at Legoland and the Avengers Tower, or a weekend over in the Legoland Resort and the Avengers Tower. So we had quite a long conversation, me and the worker from the place, which is called the Willow Foundation, by the way. If anybody's interested, it's for, I think, 18 to 40-year-olds, and it provides care and assistance and some support for families who otherwise could be in quite an unhappy or just a very traumatic and time-consuming and difficult parts of their lives, and to give them just a little respite and a little bit of a "we see you, thank you for being there" kind of thing. So I was like, okay, if I can get that one, because the first two were a no anyway, because we couldn't one afford it, to the Leona Lewis would meet and greet would literally be a meet and greet and like a hello, and like that would be amazing for me. But I'm pretty sure I'll end up getting one of those at some point. The amount of times that we've nearly managed to actually have a verbal conversation with each other is it's, it's ridiculous. However, I will persevere and try and get one in the future. Definitely persevere and try and get a little and have a conversation in the future. So because they were no-nos and not available, I went for the Legoland visit. We couldn't do the Legoland hotel and a weekend because the person I took with me, which is my dad, my 78-year-old father, which we haven't been on a trip together in a very long time. I'm on to bag two now, by the way, just to shika show you. So yeah, I'm on to Bag 2 now, and I took my 78-year-old father to Legoland the day, and I was bought a special thing called a Model Maker Day, and it cost a bomb. I didn't realize how much it cost at the time when it was all being organized, but like that only makes it more special. Um, and it basically gave me and my dad a free day at Legoland, the whole day with a guide of our own to go around the park and do whatever we wanted to and jump all the queues so we didn't have to wait around for anything. It was ridiculous. It was an amazing day, and I had the guy who came around with us, he was called Sydney, and he was awesome. He was very knowledgeable. He even taught me, I think there was at least 8 things he taught me about the Legoland Park in Windsor that I didn't actually know myself. And for me not to know that was quite amazing, but also for him to be able to tell me things that I didn't know about a place that, and a company and experience that I love. It was just really nice. And we had a great day. Me and my dad were so tired at the end of it though. And I've got very little footage and very little what would you call it, material to show for it. But I managed to get a small video in the morning of me and my dad setting off from the Legoland Hotel Resort breakfast bar, and we had a full English breakfast, and it was all free. So basically, I just piled on like 2 amounts of breakfast, and then we had unlimited coffee. And actually, there was the one thing I had to pay for was coffee. I think I ended up paying £6 something for a coffee, and that was all of the money in the entire day that I had spent. Got to the end of it, and I didn't even buy a set in the big shop. And Sydney was kind of hinting at, like, did you like it? Did you like this? Did you have this set? And it was very odd in the way he was asking for it, but I think he was trying to like plant into, oh, okay, yeah, we'll add that onto the thing. But I think we already spent over my budget as it was, because just after the visit, I asked the Willow Foundation if there was anything they could do about getting the bouquet of flowers, the bouquet of roses sent out to Sydney as a giant thank you for just like the above and beyond that he went to for me and my father. Um, but yeah, it was great, but they couldn't stretch to that in the budget, so I definitely knew that another Lego set at the end of it wouldn't have been feasible. So I didn't ask, even though there was a not really hardly selling Monkey Kid set with the one with the big staff under the sea. And it's one that I really wanted, and I almost went to the counter and bought it, but then I thought to myself, don't do that. As in, you've had a great day, you've not spent anything but 2 coffees, and it's been an experience that my dad will never forget. He said it was his second best day out ever, and I was like, I don't know how I managed to get that, but that's what he said. And we went on the Chima ride, not the Chima ride. Is it the Chima? No, not Chima. It's basically like Chima. Mythica. We went on Mythica. That's the one thing that I wanted to go back because I used to go every year with my niece and nephew, or like take somebody and have a day at Legoland in Windsor, and I kind of just stopped doing it after a while. There was just like nothing new there. There was no appeal, so I would end up spending 80 quid, £100 on tickets to get in when I could just spend £100 on sets. So just ended up doing that for quite a while, for 2 or 3 years, and then Mythica came out just the year after I stopped visiting. So I was like, oh, I kind of want to go and see Mythica, but I didn't really want to pay the ticket prices in order to get in just to see that one exhibit. However, we got to go to it. We got to jump the queue. We got to get front seats and some of the best seats actually. And it's a 4-dimensional ride experience. It's literally like nothing I've ever been on before. It was basically like a roller coaster, like a soft coaster, which elevated in the air and swiveled round and did all its maneuvers on its frame, and it had a giant screen which was curved and kind of went with the machine. So it then had a scrolling video that you could watch, which had 3D and like actually 3D without glasses while you're sat in the ride, flying at you, and you're zooming over canyons, and the ride's going left and right, and they're blowing wind at you, and then you get a little spray of water, and then there's some heat comes when you go to the library. But it is really, really well done. And my dad was like, as in he was like, oh, bloody hell, what was that? Excuse my language. So what was that? So that was amazing. It couldn't believe it. So we had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time. It was nice to spend that time with my dad because he's getting on now, and he's been diagnosed with cancer recently in the last year. So it's his third cancer as well. So you can understand how he might be feeling about that. So I just wanted to do something nice for him as well as me because it wasn't so fair that I got to get a Make a Wish request, and then my dad, who sat there, who cares for me a lot and does a lot for me, wasn't able to do anything or enjoy anything he wanted to, or I couldn't like bend it to buy him a new computer or something. So the next best thing was to take him with me, and his mobility is an issue anyway. But the fact that we were able to get all the way around the park, we tried to rent a buggy, but like they were all gone by the time we got there, and then they tried to arrange one for us specially, but it wasn't actually able to be done, sadly. So in the end, we kind of did our day, had our time, said thank you to the very kind young man who took us around all day. After we had unlimited pizza in the afternoon and stuff, like they were really good. It was an amazing day. There was a huge kerfuffle. However, I will tell you all about that way more when I start doing the stream for the Avengers Tower, because that is basically a thank you to the Willow Foundation stream to say thank you very much. I didn't know how I would have afforded the set aside from that thing actually happening. So it was like a little one of those things where you've been going through such a hard time and life's been so tough that just getting recognized by somebody that you may be in need of just a perk, or just like I see you, like I realized that you things for you are difficult. Like this is something we've been offered, and I thought of you. So it was just lovely of Gene to think of me like that. It was lovely of Legoland to be so wonderful the whole day. It was just amazing. And I would highly recommend the Model Builder Day to anybody. However, they don't usually do it for people of my age, of 38. They only usually go up to, I think they said they do up to the age of like 18 or 20. So it was basically kind of um, redesigned for me and made less childish and slightly more adult friendly. And after a quarter of the way of the day going through, we kind of not even quarter, we started going through, and it was kind of like you've got a check sheet in a list, and you have to go up to models and push them and see how sturdy they are, and they ask you some questions about them, and you could say what you would have done differently and how it's been stabilized and things. And it was quite amusing. And when he could see that it was that I was playing along, but it was definitely something that was beneath my Lego skill, he just went, "Do you know what? We're gonna forget this booklet, and we're gonna do whatever you want to do. What do you want to do?" I was like, "Well, the only thing I really want to see is the Chima exhibit, the Mythica exhibit. So if we can get that done, I'd be very happy." So we basically made a plan to go through a couple of things on the way. Went to go see the Statue of Merlin and things like that. Went to see the Legoland Hotel. Got took around to the new part where they're building, which is the exhibit's just come out this summer. And there we go, people. That is the a complete set. I'm sorry, I was rambling the whole stream there, but at least I made it through the stream, and I haven't gone mental. I didn't need to just cut the stream off and go and have a smoke. And why has this guy got so many guns? As in, like, he's got like all the guns in the world. I guess it's like Iron Man and Iron Legion, but you've got like 9 guns there, mate. Like, isn't that a bit overkill? And that's not even on Iron Man. Iron Man's got more than 9 guns than you guys. So yeah, it's a bit strange. That that be the case. So thank you all for joining me. I'm not entirely sure how many of you did. I can't see comments in the way that I set this up. Strangely, I should have probably streamed from the iPad instead of my Pixel, because one, it's got a bigger screen, and two, it stays in place more stationary. And I could have used the Pixel as a secondary camera, and I could have given you overviews, underviews, etc. of anything that I was actually building at the time. However, I will try and get this set up so that my streaming technique becomes better and I end up actually doing it, because it's been a long time and I miss a lot of you and a lot of the people that I used to connect with and stream with on YouTube and StreamYards and Instagram have all been extremely kind and all kept me in their thoughts, and we've all kept in contact. So hopefully we'll be able to do some collaborations coming up in the near future. So thank you all for joining me. This has been a stream from BrickAFOL Studios. This is Lego set number 76288, Iron Man and Iron Legion versus Hydra Soldier. Kind of recommend it. The Iron Man suit's really good. But if that's what you're buying it for 20 quid, like, fair enough. It's probably going to be worth 20 quid in a couple of months, a couple of years, maybe. But yeah, hold on to it if you do get one. And maybe cherish it slightly more than you usually would do. Keep it nice and mint, or as mint as possible. So thanks for joining me, guys. You've all been wonderful. You are wonderful. You're amazing. This community is amazing, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. Look after yourselves. Take care, and remember, keep building with those bricks, assholes. Bye. Oh, good night. Show chat there. Hey.